Okay, 8th graders, today we're going to talk about solving polynomial equations in factored form. Your essential question is, can you solve a polynomial equation that is written in factored form? Two polynomials are equivalent when they have the same solutions, which only makes sense. For instance, the following equations are equivalent because the only solutions of each equation are x equals 1 and x equals 2. So factored form looks like the product of two binomials set equal to 0. Standard form is just this whole thing FOILed out, set equal to 0. And non-standard form is like, so on this one they just subtracted 2 here to get this. So that's non-standard form. Standard form always is equal to 0. Okay, so factored form, the definition is when a polynomial is written as a product of its factors. So these are factored out, and when we multiply them together, they become standard form. So we're going to be focusing on just polynomials in factored form. And solving polynomial equations, all we have to do to figure out what x's possibilities are is take each piece and set them equal to 0. So for example, up here, x would be 1 because 1 minus 1 is 0, and x would be 2 because 2 minus 2 is 0. So those are the only two possibilities for x. They can only be either 1 or 2. So let's take a look at this one. Our two pieces are x and x plus 8. So x either equals 0, so I take this x, set it equal to 0, or x plus 8 equals 0, which means x would have to be negative 8. So x could equal 0 or negative 8. On the second one, our two pieces are each a binomial now. So x plus 6 equals 0, or x minus 5 equals 0. So on this one, x would be negative 6, or on this one, what minus 5 is 0? It's just 5. Okay, let's try the next one. Here are our two pieces. So 3t equals 0, or t plus 2 equals 0. Divide by 3, so t equals 0, or negative 2 plus 2 would be 0. Well, there are my answers. And then the last one, b plus 7 equals 0, so that would be b plus 7 equals 0, or b plus 7 equals 0, and they both have the same answer, so b in this case only has one answer, which is negative 7. Okay, the arch of a fireplace can be modeled by negative 1/9 times x plus 18 times x minus 18, where x and y are measured in inches. The x-axis represents the floor. Find the width of the arch at floor level. So this is a fireplace that's in an arch. And here's my x-axis. Here's my fire. My x-axis, my y-axis we could put right down the middle. And then we're trying to figure out what does x equal when we're at the floor. So the floor is my x-axis, so what does x equal here and what does x equal here? That's just going to be when y equals 0, y is 0, x is what? 2 options. So if I fill in 0 equals -1/9 times x plus 18 times x minus 18, I'll know that my x values are 0 at a possibility of -18, because x plus 18 equals 0, that'd be -18, or +18. Okay, let's take a look at some that are a little more difficult. 3p plus 5 equals 0, or 3p minus 5 equals 0. This camera doesn't want to focus. Okay, so we would subtract 5. It's just a two-step equation. 3p equals -5, divide by 3. So p equals -5/3. And this one we're going to add 5. So then divide by 3. So p equals -5/3 or 5/3. And on this last one, we have 12 minus 6x equals 0, or 12 minus 6x equals 0. Since these are both the same, we're going to have just one answer. So I would subtract 12. -6x equals -12. Divide by -6. And x equals 2. Okay, turn your paper over. There are 9 questions for you to try. So you just set each piece equal to 0, and you have that many answers. Alright, make sure homework is done for tomorrow. Have a great night.